Building a master watch list. So in this video, I'm going to go over how to build a master watch list and a watch list outline. So let's get started. So building a master watch list. So before you even begin building a watch list or multiple watch lists, one thing you have to kind of understand by this point is you first have to define your trading style in order to build a watch list accordingly. What type of trader are you? Are you a day trader? Okay. Are you a swing trader? If you are a day trader, what are you day trading? Are you day trading the large caps? Are you day trading the small names? Like, what are you looking to trade so you can kind of narrow your focus down into whatever stocks you want to trade, right? Because you don't want to jump into building a watch list and not really know what you're looking for or what you want to trade. You want to have a guideline. So I'm going to show you my outline, the way I have my outline built out, the way I have my watch list built out, so you guys can get a somewhat of an idea. Now, the way I have my watch list built out, you don't have to copy it 100%. That's up to you. Everyone has different preferences. You can make watch lists based on your preference, but this is my outline, and then I'm going to kind of help you identify how to create an outline for yourself. Right? So this is what my watch list consists of. So I have 5 different watch lists. So I have one that shows me the market. It shows me the overall market. How is the market doing? This I think everyone should have. No matter what your trading style is, you should have a watch list that just has stocks and ETFs and market indicators that show you how the overall market is performing. So this is something that regardless of what type of trader you are, you must have. Next, we have sectors. So my sectors watch list basically showcases the sectors in the marketplace. This I also think everyone should have in their watch list. You should have a watch list that shows you sectors. What sectors are you watching? What sectors are strong? What sectors are weak? So you have a general idea. So these two, obviously everyone needs to have. Now where it gets tricky is down here with these 3. So before I begin with these 3, I just want to explain again on how I trade so you guys can understand how my watch list is built on, right? What my watch list is kind of built out on. I am scalping options. I'm trading options. Now, before even me trading options, what am I trading? I'm trading a lot of the big name companies, right? I'm trading Apple, BA, Alibaba, Amazon, Microsoft. I'm trading a lot of the big names. I'm not trading the smaller name companies that are $2, $3, $4, and so on. I'm trading a lot of the big name companies, the blue chips, and so on, right? So with that being said, my watch list are kind of surrounded around that concept, around that trading style. So you need to understand how you're going to trade so you know what sections to create for yourself and you know how to find different set of stocks. So my 3 watches that I have besides the first 2 main ones is I have a daily focus list. My daily focus list or my daily watch list or main watch list or whatever you want to call it for the day, this is where I have stocks that I focus on for the day that have a potential play. So the only stocks that I have here are stocks that I focus on for the day, which I'm going to break down in a bit. Then I have my main watch list. This is a watch list with every stock I'm basically interested in, but maybe doesn't have a play yet. Then I have a research section. This is a watch list where you dump any stocks you look into research or look into later. So if I ever take on a swing trade or if I want to hold on a position for a few days or so on, I would put it into my research section and say, you know what, I kind of look into this stock. I want to look at how it moves. I want to understand it a little bit better. So I would put it into my research section. Now, let's go over each one of these watch lists one by one and let's break it down so you understand how it's being operated. So my market watch list, what do I have on my market watch list? So I have the following indicators or following stocks or following ETFs on my watch list. So the first I have is something called SPY. You guys should be familiar with this by now. SPY is an ETF that tracks 500 major US companies and averages them in. So basically I look at the SPY to see how's the market doing. Is the market up or down? But the SPY is basically a whole, it's a whole, it's a whole, So the first one I want to jump into is SPY. So SPY is an ETF that tracks 500 major US companies and averages them in. So when we look at the SPY basically shows us how is the overall market doing. right? It's showing us the overall market, the big picture of how the overall market is performing. Is it strong today? Is it weak? And what's overall happening? So this kind of paints the big picture. This is the first symbol I have. Next, I have /ES. This is an E-mini future that tracks the S&P 500 stock market index. Basically, the trading on the ES is 23 hours and 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week. So this is basically open 5 days a week around the clock, right? It's closed on the weekends, but this kind of allows you to see overnight what the market is looking like for tomorrow. So this is something I look at overnight that allows me to see how tomorrow is looking, right? Even on Sunday after 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can kind of look at the ES, see is the market up, market down, and kind of analyze things from there. Obviously, there's more in-depth things we have to cover about this, but the ES is just something that works around the clock. So even when the overall market is closed, let's say around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ES is open, and that's something that allows us to see how the overall market is still performing. Next, I have VIX. So VIX measures the fear factor in the marketplace. It shows us, is fear going up or is fear going down? How is the fear in the market? Obviously, if there's a lot of fear in the market, that means the market is most likely going to fall or is falling. If there's no fear in the market, that means the market is either holding or the market is going higher. So that's what the VIX measures. You guys can see I have the VIX right here. Now, the last three I have, the first one is ADD. Now, if you notice, there's a dollar symbol in front of it. You can see dollar symbol right there. You have to put that dollar symbol in order to kind of track it, right? ADD. This measures the advancing stocks minus the declining stocks. It shows me how many stocks are going up and how many stocks are going down basically for the day. Next, I have something called TRIN. Dollar symbol TRIN, TRIN. This shows me the overall market sentiment by analyzing the advancing and declining volume of stocks. So this is going to show me, ADD shows me how many stocks are going up and how many stocks are going down. And it's going to show me are more stocks going up or more stocks going down. TRIN, TRIN, is going to show me the volume, right? How many stocks are going up with up volume, how many stocks are going down with down volume. So that's what that's going to show me. Then I have TICK. So TICK tells you how many stocks are increasing in price versus the number that are decreasing in price for the New York Stock Exchange. Now, this I break down in part 8. If you guys kind of forgot anything, go back to part 8. But if you didn't, just to recap something. These two right here, TRIN and TICK, are primarily used if you're a day trader or scalper with the big name stocks. Now, if you're not trading big name stocks, you're trading, let's say, mid-sized companies or small caps companies, looking at these right here is not really going to be beneficial. The reason I look at these for myself is because, once again, I'm trading the big name stocks. I'm trading Apple, I'm trading Microsoft, I'm trading Amazon, I'm trading Best Buy, I'm trading all these companies that get moved by the ultimate market movers, right? So if the market is strong, those stocks are most likely going to be strong. If the market is weak, those stocks are most likely going to be weak. So this just kind of helps you gauge that. And my trading style, once again, I'm focusing on the big name companies, so I have to look at this. Now, if you're trading mid cap or small cap, not so much. You're not going to have to analyze them. You're not going to have to need TICK or TRIN or ADD and kind of analyze it on a deeper level. But I do because, once again, I'm trading the big name companies. And once again, in part 12, I'm going to show you these in action, show you why I took on a trade, why I got out, what I looked at ADD, what I looked at TRIN, what each and every single one of these indicators showed me. So this is my first watch list, the market watch list, where I am looking at the overall market. Now, when I say I'm looking at the overall market, I'm not staring at a watch list. I have one full screen that's broken down into 6 components, and each one of these symbols are on that screen, which I'll show you once we get to part 12. Once again, I'll show you my setup. Now, moving forward, we have a sector watch list. In this watch list, as you guys can see, I am looking at the overall sectors. These are all the sectors. I have communication, energy, real estate, consumer discretionary, consumer staples, healthcare, financial, industrials, utilities, basic materials, and technology. You can see all of these sectors. It helps me identify how a sector is performing because, once again, based on my trading style, I'm trading most of the time the same stocks over and over again, And me understanding how the sector is doing, how the market is doing, allows me to take on the trade with more confidence because I can see, let's say I trade a stock in the technology sector and the technology sector is strong and the market is strong. Now, all the stocks that I'm trading, if there's a stock in the technology sector and it does have a high probability play, I will most likely trade that. That's where these two watch lists combine for me. Next, I have my daily focus list. Now, this is a watch list you should use for stocks that you are focusing on for the day. Keep this list small and make sure you have a plan and reason for every stock on this list. Refresh this list every morning. So this is my daily focus list. Now, a lot of times the names you guys see up here remain the same. But besides that, sometimes I would have 3 stocks, sometimes I would have 7, sometimes I would have 8. But I don't like to have like 20, 30 different stocks I'm focusing on for the day. One stock I trade a lot is Apple. Apple has presented a lot of opportunities for me in the past a few months. There was a time where stock BYND has presented a lot of opportunities. So there's times where one stock I consistently keep trading until I don't really see a play anymore. And my trading style, once again, since I'm scalping or since I'm day trading, I'm just waiting for a 50-cent move up or down or a dollar move up or down and I'm done. That's my primary focus, right? I'm not looking for a $10 move up or $20 move down. I'm looking for a dollar move up, a dollar move down, and I'm trying to flip my premiums. That is all. Now this watch list, whatever stocks I have here, get refreshed on a daily basis. Every single morning, I may go through each stock. I may go through my levels and I understand, okay, where's support? Where's resistance? What's the overall direction of the market? What's the overall direction of the stock? Did any good news or bad news come out related to this? And I either keep it up or I take it off. Now also in the morning, I refresh the news. I look at any stock with major news. Let's say here, I don't have stock Amazon. Let's say right now, you guys can see I don't have Amazon up here. Now I might wake up tomorrow morning and I might do a pre-market scan and I might see Amazon has just, I don't know, Amazon gets an upgrade. Okay, Amazon gets an upgrade, and once Amazon gets one upgrade, 2 upgrades, immediately Amazon is a stock that I'm focusing on now because the upgrade might give it a push on the open. The upgrade is now a good catalyst for Amazon. So tomorrow, if Amazon once again gets an upgrade in pre-market, that's a stock where I'll say, you know what? Amazon got an upgrade. I'm going to watch the stock. I'm going to create my levels. I'm going to watch the overall market. And I'm going to combine the two, looking for a great trading opportunity. So that's how my daily focus watch list is created. Now, for some of you guys watching, if you're not trading the way I'm trading and you want to trade a different way, your daily focus watch list may be a little bit different. You might do a pre-market scan like I just showed you, right? And you might filter out all the stocks that are not good, and you might take the stocks that look great on that pre-market scanner and dump it in here. And then you have a screen where you're looking at multiple stocks, you have your alert set up, and you're taking the trade from there. Next, my main watch list. Now you can see I don't have my full main watch list up here just to kind of like show you different stocks. I kind of cut it down a little bit. But use this watch list for every stock you're interested in, but maybe doesn't have a play yet. Review this list on a weekly basis for potential upcoming plays. So once again, my trading style, as I mentioned, requires me to look at a lot of the big names. I'm trading options, I'm flipping premiums, so I have to look at the big names that have a lot of volume in the option contracts. So what I do on a weekly basis is on my main watch list, every Sunday I go through each stock, I look at the levels, I look at if there's any upcoming news, upcoming event for this stock, and then I take it from there, right? But my main watch list consists of stocks, over 30 to 40 different stocks, that I go through once a week, and I'm like, what stocks maybe have a big event coming up? What stock maybe has earnings coming up? What stock has something amazing happening this week that causes me to focus on that, maybe on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday, maybe on Thursday, any day. So I'm able to lay out my upcoming week by going through my main watch list. Now, some people, depending on once again how you're trading, may not have a main watch list, right? Because they're day trading the mid caps or small caps. So they wake up every morning, they do a pre-market scan, and they're like, okay, I have 8 stocks, I have 10 stocks, I'm done, I'm happy, move on. I'm done, I'm happy, move on. I'm done, I'm happy, move on. Some people, once again, may not have this. Even if they have it, it becomes very, very small because their trading style is a lot different than mine. Next, we have the research watch list. Now, the research watch list should be used for every stock you're interested in and want to and you do research on, right? Having this allows you to keep everything organized and sorted out. So let's say I see a stock like NEO, TTD, TWLO. I see people are talking about it or I see something interesting about it. Instead of me dumping it in my main watch list and confusing everything, I put it in my research section. Like, okay, I'm gonna look into NEO. Why is NEO down to $3? Why is TTD up to 250? Like, I want to understand these things. And then when I look at the chart, when I look at the news, when I look at the catalyst, when I look at all the components surrounding it, I get a better understanding of the stock. Now, for me, I like to be comfortable with the stock I'm trading. Like, I'm not really a big fan of waking up every morning, finding a brand new stock that I've never seen before and trading that. Some people are. I'm really not anymore. I used to be at a point. So when I put certain stocks on my watch list, especially since I'm trading options, I like to see and I like to understand their history. I like to understand why has the company been going up? Why has the company been going down? What moves this company? How does this company react to, let's say, SPY? How does this company react to the market indicators? What does this stock showcase? So it just gives me a better comfort level, right? So Apple being one of those stocks where I have traded consistently over the past few months and years, I'm very comfortable with it. So when I see Apple make certain moves and I see the market make certain moves, and once again, I'm going to walk you through this on part 12, right? I show you a lot of different trades, a lot of different setups where I just show you what made me enter, what made me exit. Apple is one of those stocks that I have traded so many times, and Apple I'm very familiar with. So before I put a stock in my main watch list, once again, I just like to consistently be very comfortable with that stock if there is or if there isn't a play. So this is the whole idea of creating a master watch list, right? It all starts with the foundation. So the idea of this video is to create that foundation for you. What is the foundation? What is the criteria? What are the components you're gonna add? Now your components may not line up with mine. We might have two different components based on two different trading styles, but the idea of this video is to give you an outline so you have an understanding on how to create your components. Now there's some people that like to have stocks that they like to have a watch list called shorting, a watch list where potential big news, right? Potential reversals, swing trading, right? That's up to you, right? And like I said, this is something where you kind of have to play around with and find a happy medium and a comfort level that you want to apply to trading. You want to apply to finding your stocks. You want to apply to having your outline. So the whole idea is having that outline. Once you have that outline, it becomes a lot easier and systematic on how you're going to look at your watch list, how you're going to do your assignments, and how you're going to take everything from there and build on that day by day. So now let me break down on having a routine. And now obviously when we progress and as we go more through the course, I'm going to show you a full routine, weekly routine of scanning, weekly routine of tracking your trades, weekly routine on just staying on top of your game over and over and over again, which I'll go down again and I'll walk you through my full routine, but this is just one part of that routine, right? So a few things I want to focus on. So right here, we start the week off with Sunday. So Sunday is the main day. This is where your full watch list, your full week outline gets created. So this is where you review upcoming economic events. Like I mentioned in part 8, looking at market events are extremely important. So you look at the market economic indicator, you look at the market economic calendar, and you see what are any upcoming events. Maybe on Wednesday, we have the FOMC meeting. Maybe on Wednesday, we have the Fed people speaking. Maybe on Monday, Trump is supposed to speak somewhere regarding the China trade deal, right? So having that upcoming weekly report of the economic events is extremely, extremely important. That's the first thing. So that should be done on Sunday. So Sunday, you should know your upcoming week and know what's happening. Next, look at upcoming earnings. Do any companies have earnings? Maybe Apple has earnings on Wednesday. Maybe Amazon has earnings on Thursday. Obviously, Apple isn't going to have earnings every day or every week. It's going to be after every 3 months, right? But it's just kind of identifying what the upcoming week brings. Next, you want to go through market levels and sector levels. So what I like to do is I like to go through my market watch list and my sector watch list, and I just like to identify what happened last week. What did the market do? Market sold off, market made a new high. Why did the market make a new high? And just kind of like, dabble through the whole idea of what happened so I can refresh my mind and prepare myself for the upcoming week and start analyzing things at a higher level. Next, I like to go through my main watch list levels and any upcoming events for those main watch list stocks. So let's say I have Amazon on my main watch list. Let's say I have stock Apple on my main watch list. Let's say I have stock BA on my main watch list. And let's say I have Roku. So what I would do is this week, I might see that, okay, Roku has an event on Wednesday. So Roku automatically, I can title it now, I can lay it out now, I can write it out now, that on Wednesday, make sure you focus on Roku because Roku has an event. Be it I write it on a piece of paper, be it I write it on a calendar, be it I get a whiteboard and I write everything down on that, just so I remember when Wednesday comes, hey, focus on Roku on Wednesday, they're announcing a new product. Or focus on Roku on Wednesday, Apple is announcing a new product that may possibly affect stock Roku, right? So what I do Sundays, I just outline my week so I have a clear perspective of what is possibly happening. Now, once I do that, I also like to go through each one of my levels. Since I'm a day trader, since I'm scalping the same names over and over again, I like to destroy all my support and resistance levels and refresh them over and over again so everything stays fresh in my mind. Now, when the first trading day comes or the second trading day comes, my routine is the same. I start off by watching the market move in the morning. I look at what's happening with the market. Okay, the market is up pre-market, market is down. Why? Market is up because we are possibly looking for a trade deal. Or market is down because there is no trade deal, right? So that helps me understand what the sentiment, what the direction for today is going to be. Once I get the overall direction, I then do a pre-market scan. Now, everyone is going to have a different pre-market scan. My idea of a pre-market scan is I'm looking at the same big names, I'm looking for catalysts, I'm looking for any event that may drive the stock up or down, and then once I have that, I then take it to my chart and I start applying my levels. I'm looking to buy here, I'm looking to sell here. I start creating a plan for maybe 10 or less stocks. Then those 10 or less stocks become my focus list, and then when the market opens, I primarily focus on those names. I don't focus on anything else. I focus on those names and I look to trade. So that's my routine on just kind of building a basic watch list. Now, someone else might have a different routine where they do a pre-market scan and they're looking for new names every morning, right? Maybe some people don't look at the market because they're trading small caps, right? So understanding that component for yourself is very important. This is just my routine on the watch list section. I am going to show you more routines and a full walkthrough of my trading day too once we get towards the end of the course. So you have a clear visualization on how I process things and how maybe other traders process things. I'm also going to show you my screens, how many screens I have, what computer I use, all these things so you guys can get a better understanding. We're just trying to progress one part at a time and just try to narrow down the focus and understanding of each and every single part just in that section.